الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، واشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له، واشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله ارسله الله رحمه للعالمين. ان شاء الله new quality of the believers, خلق المسلمين وهو خلق الحلم. The quality for tonight is حلم. And حلم in Arabic basically is something more than sabr. Sabr is patience, but حلم is the highest form of patience. Okay? So when someone does you something wrong, not only are you patient with them, but you treat them graciously. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم في الحديث الصحيح في صحيح مسلم يقول ليس الشديد منكم بسرعة ولكن الشديد الذي يملك نفسه عند الغضب. So the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم says in this authentic hadith in Sahih Muslim, the strong among you, physically and spiritually, is not someone who knocks people out, who knocks them down, but someone who controls himself at the time of extreme anger. So this is the strong. So the Prophet ﷺ is talking about hilm in this hadith. You come across people every day, whether at home, at work, at school. They give you such a hard time, you literally feel you want to punch them in the face or give them a black eye or break their nose, something. You got to do something to them. But you control your anger and you're nice to them. Okay? I'll give you a few examples. Say for example, every time you invite someone in your home, alhamdulillah, your wife is a great cook, but sometimes the food is burned. It happens all the time. But sometimes the food is not fully cooked. Too much salt. And if your mom is visiting, it's a disaster. Because maybe your mom is diabetic and too much sugar in the food. There's something always. And the brothers too are not, everybody is not innocent. You see, your wife is there waiting for you to come from work, to go for shopping or something, and the sister is desperate. She has been waiting the whole day. And every time she calls you, oh, I'm on the way. And for you sisters, when your husband says, I'm on the way, this means that he is still in Toronto. Okay? This is what they mean. I'm still on the way, 2 hours away. This is what they mean. Okay? Your children, I don't have to give examples. Everybody knows. Oh, okay, I'll give you one example. About a month ago, I read this article, I think it was on the BBC News or something. There was a Chinese guy. He went to the airport. He had to fly to Europe. I think it was the British Airways or something. He gave his passport to at the airport to the guy to stamp it. And maybe you saw the article. His children took out his passport from his bag and they used a permanent marker. And the first couple of pages, you can't read anything. His picture, they put horns and they drew things on his face. They blocked, his face out. They walked his face out. And teddy bears and Donald Duck all over the passport. So they rejected it because they couldn't read anything. So he had to go home and cancel his flight because of his children. And things happen like this all the time to you in your house. With the imam, it's also the same thing. People come to me, I gave you examples a long time ago. Ask questions and give you such a hard time. Some people, the only time they open their mouths is when they're complaining. Oh, why did so-and-so did this and this? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? They're complaining all the time. And the questions are even worse. The questions are worse. They come, some of the brothers, they don't know how to make wudu or make salah, and they ask about something, something else. They always, one particular brother, he used to ask about jinn all the time. So every time he sees my face, he asks about jinn. And I used to ask him, are you obsessed or something? I think jinn. I thought, so what is this? Nothing else? Only shayateen? Only, what is this? So one question was, do jinn give birth or lay eggs? And I said, who cares? I mean, it doesn't matter, man. Relax, give me, let me breathe. Let me be. Just leave me alone. The Prophet ﷺ, things like this happen to him all the time. You see many hadith, people coming to him and saying something and doing something unpleasant, and the Prophet ﷺ was halim with them all the time. You know the hadith in books of Sahih, the man who came to the mosque and he urinated inside the mosque, in the back. He went to the back and urinated. And this is an authentic hadith. And the Sahaba, they gave him the look and they were not too happy. Is this what you do in the masjid? They were not too happy. And the Prophet ﷺ said, La tazimun, let him finish. And at the end, he came to the Prophet ﷺ and said, we're not supposed to do this in the masjid. The masajid are built for remembering Allah, for recitation of Quran, and for Salah. And the Prophet ﷺ was so good to him, and the man was so touched. In another narration, he said, Ya Allah, forgive me and Muhammad, and don't forgive any one of these people over here. In another narration. So the Prophet ﷺ was Halim. Inshallah, we'll continue tomorrow. But why should you be Halim and patient with the people? Why should you? Because you do make mistakes all the time. Inshallah, we'll continue tomorrow. The question for last night was about the only Sahabi mentioned by name. It's Sayyidina Zayd ibn Haritha, and his name is mentioned in Surah Al-Ahzab. فَلَمَّا قَضَى زَيْدٌ مِنْهَا وَطَرًا. And the winner is brother Mustafa. So the question for tonight is a little bit easy, but kind of difficult. In Surah Sad, you know the story when Dawood alayhi salam was in the temple, he was doing ibadah, and two people came to him. One said, I had 99 sheep, and my brother has only one, and the brother with the 99 sheep wanted to take his only sheep. So you know this story. He made a judgment. But at the end of the judgment, Sayyidina Dawood made istighfar. He asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive him. Why did he ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive him after he made the judgment between the two people? So if you know the answer, inshallah, you may be before tomorrow. Asr at Mustafa.